Welcome everybody back to Conversation Chronicles with your girl Tasha, checking in for yet another episode on relationship talk. And I'm excited, and I would be remiss if I didn't say congratulations to the new president-elect and the new VP-elect. I am so excited. But with all this excitement, I said I have to come on here and talk to the family, check in on y'all. And how are y'all doing? Y'all see, I try to do a new little setup, and I promise y'all, I promise my picture is not crooked. I don't know why it looks like it's crooked. I don't know. Anyway, maybe my body is crooked. But moving on, with all this excitement about obtaining a new president and the transfer of power, I thought about how, in my studies, and you know, I was thinking, what am I studying now? I thought about how President-elect Biden was feeling probably 30 years ago. 40 years ago, 50 years ago, and our Vice President-elect, Madam Harris, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, before they became who they are today. And so that made me think of a topic. I said, so I'm going to get on here and talk to the family, because I know if I thought it, you thought it, and I'm going to be the one to say it. So today's episode topic is called Dating for the Future You. I know. I'm put my drink down for this. Dating for the future you. If you just let that sit with you for a while, you would probably understand all the points I'm going to hit. I'm only going to be before you really quickly, because honestly, this weekend might be the last weekend that we can get out and enjoy this weather, because I can't believe it. Where I am, I don't know where you are, but it's about 70 something degrees. So I'm saying I got to get right up with the red lipstick on. It's time to go out. Sun's out, buns out. But anyway, moving on. So when you think about dating for the future you, I said, wow, I could just talk about, without going into specifics as far as Mr. Biden and Harris, I'm thinking to myself, who were they before? And when it comes to relationships, think about it. If I were a fly on the wall then, were they thinking that they would be a vice president? So Vice President Biden at the time, he became vice president. Who was he before? And then him being elected president now, who did he ever think about that? And then our vice president-elect Harris, do you think she thought about this back then? And even if she did, y'all, even if she did she think about it when it came to her relationship? Now, as we see it, it just so happens, praise God, that both of them have their spouses. They have their significant spouses that have been riding with them on their journey. Now, I don't know how long they've been married, or if this is their first, it don't even matter. First marriage, second marriage, third, whatever. But the point is, while they are in who they are now, they have their spouse that's going to walk right alongside of them. And you know that's important, because you can't bring everybody along with you in your future. So I said, let me give the family a few reasons real quick why you should be mindful when deciding. Now, for the people who are married now, y'all don't listen to this and be trying to think y'all got to get rid of y'all spouses. That is not what we're saying today. We are talking about those. Now, you can listen and kind of take heed, because you'll probably be like, if you're still married and you've been married through, you know, who you were and who you are, you know, the people who've been married for a long time, you'll know that, you know, you probably hit some of these points. So let me give them to you. In respect to dating for your future self, there are certain reasons why you should be mindful of that you are going to, who you may be, and if that person fits into your goals. And what do I mean by that? Okay, reason number one, I have one. There's reasons like people change every 5 years. Now, you know, like I know, just to make it more personal, you know, it's no secret. I've had a lot of relationships that I've been in and out of, commitments. I have been married multiple times. And at the end of the day, people told me different things that I took heed to and I didn't take heed to. Such as people said when I was, you know, getting married in college, they said, you know what? You're too young to get married. You're too young to get married. At the time, I said, no, y'all haters. No, y'all mad because I done found me a boo. Ew, and I got a big old rock. You know, I was thinking those things. That's you not necessarily when you're in college or you're in high school, because there's people who married in high school. They're high school sweethearts. You're never thinking about the future you, right? So people say stuff like, you're too young to get married, right? That's one example. And then you have people who try to help me in another season of my life that said things like, look, you don't really know them. And I didn't really get it because I'm thinking, how you know what I know? I know that I love them. I know that I care about them. I don't want to spend another day without them. I know I'm staying on the phone with them. Y'all know the story. You can't get off the phone with them. You're on the phone for hours. You don't want to hang up. You want to do everything with them. You want to take them everywhere. You want to show them off, whatever. You feel like they completely, you say all these surface reasons, but you never really have people come out and say, this is really what I mean by that. But you know, that's why your girl is here, okay? Because I know you thought it. Reason number one. Here we go. Like I said, people change every 5 years. Now, if people change every 5 years, you might want to, you might want to be aware that they may be jobless when you met them. If you met them in college, right? You met them in high school, you know what job they may say they want to be this. I'm sure we all had those conversations in our younger years and younger relationships. I might want to be an astronaut, but that might change and you might be all for it. But what if that person just changes up and decides, you know what? I'm gonna follow this dream. I'm gonna become a lawyer. And so now I have to do years of school, and that may push off having kids and things like that, right? That's one reason, right? And then what if that person in 5 years you have a child, or they don't have a child, so they have a child when you meet them, and then in 5 years that child is out the house, or they don't have a child for whatever reason, right? They may change. That person may have been motherly or fatherly at the time, and they may decide, you know what, it's about me now. Kids out the house, I gotta do me. It's my season. That might be a different person that you're with, right? What's another one? Okay, appearance. That's just the basics, right? We talk about that. People change every 5 years, their appearance. Listen, use myself, something real general. They may have had the long hair when you met them when they were younger, or the slim waist, or he may have had all the muscles. All the muscles and stuff. And you may have liked him back then when he was wearing them sneakers and those, I said sneakers. I know somebody say gym shoes, but whatever. When he was wearing the sweatsuits, or he had the baggy clothes. But now you like, get your grown man. We got kids. We got business meetings to go to. You are a professional. I'm gonna need you to get you some hard bottoms. Find you some hard bottoms. You don't own a suit? Let me help you out. Then maybe they don't want to change. Maybe they've said, listen, no, this is what I do. I was slim. I never wanted to be slim. I wanted to be heavy. Whatever it may be, right? Just general ideas. Reason number 3, you might want to think about the future you that you're dating now, protecting that future you, because why? People act different in different seasons. Now, we talk about 5 years, right? But how about when the seasons of a pastor talk about, make sure you date somebody for all 4 seasons. I was like, that makes sense. But really, in hindsight, coming from out of a relationship, boy, that makes more sense than I thought it did. Because that person in the summer, looking good, skin shining, they all, let's go out, let's go here, let's go there. They want to go mountain climbing and stuff like that. So when the fall come around, you don't know what the fall does to them. You know what? They might say, I don't like jackets. They might start catching the attitude. I don't know. The fall might change. Might get anxiety about if they're teachers or professors. They might, school season about to start. They might start acting a little funny, right? How about winter? Hand raised. Her hand is raised. I don't really do winter well. I don't like being cold. I get more touchy-feely. I need you here. I need to heat up. Temperatures change in the house. Attitudes change. Listen, don't talk to me. I'm not going. What? No. I gotta put on like 15 scarves and hats and gloves and mittens. Don't talk to me about going outside. But if you catch me in the summer, I'm going to look like I'm all about being outside and rock climbing or whatever. And whatever it is. You take me surfing. But if it's the winter season, don't talk to me. You can find me with my cup of tea or coffee, relaxing in front of the TV or whatever, reading a book. That's a different type of person. Can you live with that? And then we can move on to the spring. When the spring comes, I turn into a whole different animal. Now, you may not like spring. The person you're with may turn totally different in the spring. The outfit might change. They may have put on some more fluff. They may have a pattern where they get bigger, and you come into the spring, their clothes don't fit, and you got to wait till almost the end of the summer where they decided to go outside and work out. You just don't know. And my point is, I know we're being funny, but this is so serious. The future you, so basically the future you could be from season to season, 5 years, 10 years, the future you will change, right? Here's the last one, number 3, midlife crisis. How many of you know people, man, I'm not coming for you, but I'm coming for you. Because y'all are the main ones. They decide to get in their midlife, whatever that looks like. And the first thing they do, they say, look, kids gone. I'm starting to get my shape back. I got money. Or, I finally caught up on, my finances. My finances looking right. I got the house I want. I got the wife I want. Or I'm looking for the one I want. And they decide to get a sports car. You didn't turn in the caravan that you've been driving for the last 20 years. We know you as Caravan Sam, okay? With all the kids and whoever, okay? And now all of a sudden you decided, I'm gonna go give me that sports car. Pause. I feel led to go in on that one. Come closer to me. Man. That sports car is not going to make you more attractive in your middle age or in your older years. That sports car says nothing to women like me. And I'm only talking for me. And you can take my advice or not. We family. That sports car only says that either you have a house, hopefully, your bills are caught up because you have a little more money to spend. And basically we're looking like, okay, so if you got this fancy sports car and you got this house, if you're coming into a relationship right now with me, what you doing with all that? Do you have enough residual income to take care of me? And if I come with kids, or we gonna get a new house together, but you might have it all worked out. That's another video. Anyway, I'll catch y'all up on that next video. But man, I just wanted to give you that moment. The midlife crisis. Are they going to change? They say, you know what? That's it. I didn't work 35 years at that sawmill. I didn't work 35 years with that working for the state. That's it. They don't get another year. They don't get another year. And your significant other could be like, what you about to do? I'm retiring and I decided to buy a boat and I'm going to travel for the rest of my days. They're like, well, I don't even like the water. You done married somebody who whole became a Popeye salesman and he looking for you to be olive oil. You need to be aware of these things. Midlife crisis could just change. You know what? Man, I'm not just going to come for y'all. Ladies, we do it too. Now, don't nobody take offense, but this is a real conversation. So, you thought it, I thought it. We'll get to a point like, say, we haven't had kids. We start tick, 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 tick. Our biological clock might start ticking, and we might feel more pressed. Like if we meet you and you never had kids and you don't want kids, you ain't thinking nothing about kids. Midlife crisis might come. Listen, I need you to marry me quick. I need you to marry me quick, and I need you to go ahead because we need to get this, I need to legacy. We need to do the thing, come together, unionize that thing. That nookie needs to produce. They may be looking for you to make them have a child, and quickly. I'm just saying it. I know I'm speaking good about this. These are things you need to worry about. So that same person, when you met them at 25, by the time, and y'all didn't have kids, or they haven't arrived at a position or whatever that baby that they wanted to birth, if they didn't birth it by, 40-ish or so, 45, 50, they may become a different person. That may be something that they have put all their energy into. They have decided to focus in on that. Will you still be there? Will they fit that future you? So anyway, I would not be your girl before I get out of here if I didn't give you a couple things you can ask yourself in respect to hopefully figuring it out, and we can sort our way through trying to find that significant other that we can protect ourselves from the future us, because everybody knows things change. Nothing stays the same, right? So here we go. I can't even see my paper. All right. So I have 4 things that I wanted to leave you with. 4 questions. All right. Real quick. Question number 1, you can ask yourself when you find that significant other. Again, talk about people who are looking for someone. You might be in a relationship right now and y'all have just been, y'all been on neutral, ain't no overdrive going on. Everything's good. So you may say it may be time to go to the next level. Are you ready to go to that next level? And that's what I'm here for. So question number 1 that you may ask yourself. Here it is. Might sound superficial, but edges is all there. Edges and everything means so much to me. Yes, I care about what I look like. I don't care what they tell you. I did a video on that. Go check it out. Are they fine now? Are they fine now? And what if? I said it. I know y'all laughing. Is the person that you are currently courting, the person that you are thinking of, the person that you're with now, are they fine to you now? And what if everything changes figure-wise, face-wise, tragedy hits, life hits, things change now. They may decide, when you met me, now here it is. Y'all think I'm going one way, I'm gonna come another one. When you met me, I might like to wear long dresses. Praise God. I might like to make sure I don't show nothing. I might have been very modest when you met me when I was younger. But the world hit me and I found some red lipstick, baby. And I said, wait a minute, I like these red nails. And then I started getting some attention from my beauty and I wanted to show the world what I was blessed with. What if that person changes their look? What if their body shape changes? And what if what was fine to you? Now, here we go. Pause for the cause. Now, I know some of y'all marry and say that their spirit man or woman inside is the reason. It was the spirit that was beautiful about them. And the spirit never changes. And that's why I'm going to marry them. That's the one for me because I connect and I resonate with their inner person. They're good inside. My question today, are they good outside? Moving on, number 2. Another question you can ask. Listen, do they know who they are? Or are they still trying to find themselves? You know the people. We've all met them. We all seen them. Okay. Or do they, when you found them, depending on if you're younger, like for me, when I try to get married young, I'm trying to marry somebody. Nothing against people who get married in college and stay together or high school. Listen, I tried it, wasn't for me because I changed. Matter of fact, I don't like anything predictable. I learned that in my older years. So I don't do to predictability. So I could never be with somebody who's mundane. I can't be with somebody who every day has to be regimented. That's not me. So here it is. If a person knows that when they're younger, are you able to, and they decide to change that? So you might need somebody that's regimented. Okay, I'll use myself as an example. Again, if when I decided to get married when I was younger, and said, you know what? I love you, boo. I love you. I love you so much. Oh my gosh, you're so outgoing. You're so spontaneous. Blah, 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 right? Whatever it is, if they decide to say, listen, pull my knee. Sorry, can't do it. Listen, I know I used to rock climb with you. Yeah, I know you used to go for runs, but since that back surgery, whatever it is, and they change, right? Or they decide when they get older, listen, now I don't like that no more. I decided, I learned that I'm allergic to the sun. I'm sorry. I found out I'm allergic to the sun. I don't even like being in the sun no more. But yet, one of the main things you loved about them is that they enjoyed traveling and being outside with you. I'm talking about, you got to think about this stuff. All right. That's just one example. Do you find them saying things like, when I, don't when I people, or I am. People say something like this. I am who I am. What if they turn into the I am people? Listen, I'm a Jersey girl. I ain't ever gonna not be a Jersey girl. You can put me in the South, you can put me on the West Coast. I'm always be a Jersey girl. I talk with my hands. It is what it is. Okay? What if I turn into that? What if I wasn't that? Okay? What if you say, listen, I'm coming for you, man. Listen, I'm good old. That's it. You know what? I'm just a basic man. I just like things plain and basic. But all of a sudden, your wife then turned into the person you had before. She then turned into, listen, I done found who I am now. And now my job requires me to meet all new people and talk. And now you feeling insecure. Because it was all right when y'all was gaining weight together. I'm not talking to you, but I'm talking to you. It was all right when y'all was gaining weight together. But then when she decided to start losing weight because God decided to put her out amongst the people and you still looking heavy, look straight. You need to realize that could possibly happen. Are you who you said you are? Right. Or do they know who they are? All right, moving on. Here's one. Have they found their passion? My gosh, that's a good one. Have they found their passion? This one's so big because I was a victim of this one. You will find yourself in a whole jealous situation if you are not able to change with when your mate changes or when life changes or when the blessings and the power shifts, okay? here it is. At the end of the day, if one person becomes something that you probably, can you imagine who they could be? So if what I mean by have they found their passion is, are you with them right now and they say, when you ask them, what do you like to do? And you find themselves doing real blanket statement things like, I like to travel a little bit, you know, like I like to watch movies, all this stuff. And then you keep trying to pull a little deeper and be like, okay, so who are you? And, you know, we could take it to, you know, I use my church context, religious context here. Okay, so what's some of your gifts? And they don't know. Yeah, okay. You might want to be aware of that, okay? Ask yourself, why don't you know who you are? Because when they do find out who they are, and again, I use myself as an example as well. I didn't know I was called to full-time ministry. I didn't know. But you know what? When you're with somebody and they don't know that either, and you didn't discuss that, and you didn't think of that possibility at the time, and couldn't hack it, had to pack it, that wasn't the life for them. They had to go, right? It's okay, though. Do you know that person's passion, and do you know your passion? Because I promise you, I'm trying to help y'all out because we family. When that moment hits and things change, you need to know if that's somebody you're going to stay with. Are you going to be willing to stay in for the long haul? Okay, last one. Oh, this is the big one. It's kind of two questions, but I'm going to throw it all together. If nothing ever changes about them, could you stay? Let me say that right there. If nothing ever changes about them, could you stay? And then I'll take it one step further. If everything changes about them, could you find yourself staying? And at the end of the day, that's something up to you. Because if you find yourself with someone who's, I can't. Y'all think I'm being funny, but y'all know I'm saying it. These are real situations. When you find yourself with somebody who be like, yeah, I'm about to get this truck business, you know. I'm about to, you know what? I know I'm doing this. I'm about to go ahead. I'm about to invest in these houses, and eventually, you know, I'm gonna make this money, and my plan is to go to school first. But you find them, and at that time, they're not doing too much, but you're like, well, I got you. I'm riding with him or her. You might invest. You know what? I'm gonna be a nurse. Right now, I'm a waitress or whatever, you know, whatever, put it in what you want. And I'm going to be a nurse. And so I'm going to dedicate myself to school. And after I get out of nursing school, do they have all these plans that you sitting there and they sold you and you are riding with? If they sold you and come closer and those plans never come in to fruition, are you okay with that? Or if everything didn't change, or if everything did change. So if you find yourself with that person and them pipe dreams, you know, they say they got them hood dreams, and they say they're going to become somebody, they're going to be somebody, and about 10, 20, 25 years later, they never become that person. Are you okay with who they are? Don't try to divorce the person to leave the person then. Life happened. You should have loved me for who I was. I had potential. You know, women, how we do. Men, close your ears. Close your ears. Women, you know how we do. You know how we wrongly date people for potential, and then we try to mother them, and we say they got potential though. They may not be this, they may not have this, but they have potential. We'll clean them up. Get out of here with all of that. Been here, done that, whatever. That's a whole nother video. Anyway, I hope this helped you out. If you learned something, share it, because sharing is caring, and I care. So at the end of the day, remember, a lot of the things that we do right now, we don't really think about it because it feels good, it looks good, it's satisfying for the person you are today. But your girl is here to remind you today, I need you to think a little further and possibly think about how that person or that person not being that person can change in the future, and protect yourself now, protect your future self from the person you are now, because everything changes, and in the seasons as they change, you better be ready for the person that's going to be sitting next to you or sitting across from you or laying next to you on whatever the situation may be. So anyway, I just want to come on here real quick. Y'all get out here, enjoy this weather. Love y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy this week. And listen, if you thought it, I thought it. But I'm going to be the one to say it. Anyway, I'll see y'all when I see y'all.